stadium in the background, uninterrupted.
I know my bad spelling, but give me a chance. That's what I was trying to think of. Remember we had that clear black background. This one was better.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you please turn your attention to midfield as we honor our 9 senior and graduate student athletes of the men's lacrosse team. The group that has conducted themselves at the highest levels of excellence in the classroom, on the lacrosse field, and in the community. Please join us in giving a warm round of applause to our seniors, graduate students, and their families. Let's celebrate their incredible journeys and bright futures ahead. First, Morgan Brower, a native of Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, joined by his parents Melina and Rod. Morgan will return in 2026 to finish his degrees in data science and environmental economics. Next up, we have Andrew Kaslow, by way of Fairfax, Virginia, joined by the parents of Morgan Brower, Melina and Rod. Andrew will return to complete degrees in data science and history. Next, we have Hunter Esqueda from San Mateo, California, joined today by his dad, Chris, mom, Tanya, and his girlfriend, Liza. Hunter is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and will spend the fall traveling, starting a job as management consultant in New York this coming January. Next, Isaac Jarrow, hailing from Santa Rosa, California, joined by his parents, Gary and Mike. Isaac is earning a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry and will begin his career in biotechnology as a discovery chemist in the oncology department at Hopo Therapeutics in Emeryville. Next, we have Jake McCullough from Auburn, California, accompanied by his parents, Mike and Laura. Jake is graduating with a degree in economics. He plans to volunteer abroad this summer and return to work in the Bay Area in the fall. Next, Liam Piccola, hailing from Irvington, New York, joined by mom Allison and dad Steve. Liam is receiving a BA in economics with a minor in data science and will be working as a financial services consultant at West Monroe in New York City. Next, we have Ethan Pavlik from Monterey, California. He's with his mother, Jennifer, and father, Stephen, and his beloved dogs, Jorah and Bentley. Ethan is earning a Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering and is currently pursuing opportunities in renewable energy and ocean engineering. economics, Henry Perkins from Sparks, Maryland. Joined today by his personal mentor and brother, Mohammed Hasni. Henry is graduating with a degree in economics. His next steps are still to be determined, but he plans to work in San Francisco or New York City. Next, Johnny Lida from Folsom, California. Johnny has a master's degree in bioinformatics and computational biology. Jacob Steensman from La Jolla, California. Joined by Father Darrell and Mother Rule. Jacob graduates with a degree in cell and developmental biology and will be working in San Diego while deciding between medical school and law school. Ty Wilbur from Granite Bay, California, joined by his mother Chris and his father Mark. Ty is graduating with degrees in data science and economics and plans to work in the tech industry as a cloud engineer. Joel Yamada from Palos Verdes, California. Joined today by Dad Jason, Mom Janice, and girlfriend Catherine. Joel is entering a degree in economics with a minor in data science. He's preparing to enter the job market in 2025. Let's give one more big round of applause for the Cal Men's Lacrosse Class of 2025. Your dedication, hard work, and Golden Bear spirit have left a lasting legacy. Congratulations and go Bears.
You guys all get together.
Wait. Everybody. Come on, Dad.
Who knows how to take a picture? God needs to get in this. Who knows how to take a picture? Anyone? Who knows how to use
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Maxwell Family Field. At this time, our national anthem.
Good evening, lacrosse fans. Welcome to Maxwell Family Field. We're sitting in the shadow of California Memorial Stadium, a venue synonymous with the historic rivalry playing out today. Cal-Stanford, one of the few matchups in American sports where you simply need to say the name of the two teams to understand that it's about to go down. Cal-Stanford, the battle of the Sadtler-Miller Trophy starts right now. Jack Lowry here with DNF_ADV Sports. Usually here on Maxwell Family Field during the day, but playing tonight at 7 p.m., current time 7:02. 60 degrees real-time temp here in Berkeley. It was a scorcher today. It's been nice and sunny all week, I should say, in the Bay Area in the 70s. Thankfully, the sun dipping down. Our foreheads were getting cooked over here on this side of the field. So it's the big game today, Cal versus Stanford. Like I said, such a famous rivalry at this point. Tale of two different teams at this time. Cal 5-6, 2-3 in the division. Stanford 2-7 overall and 0-5 in their division. This is the final regular season game for both teams. Senior night currently at Cal. We had a nice ceremony at the middle of the field. If you were joining us here, saying hello to everybody's grandmas and aunts and uncles and everybody watching wherever you may be. Appreciate you watching. So like I said, last week of regular season action happening right now. More or less the WCLL playoffs have been shaped. Those will be in a couple weekends. We will be down at Los Gatos High School on the weekend of the, if I'm not mistaken, 26th and 27th of April. So we see the goalkeepers shaking hands. Grant Giuliano, number 17, once again going to be in goal for the Cal Bears. Henry Link picking up a knock. So Giuliano, from Giuliano's Deli's fame, will be in the cage here, and I'm sure he'll crush it like one of those delicious crushed meatballs. Always a shout out for the Giuliano Deli if you're down in the Southland of Los Angeles. All right, so we're going to have our first face-off of the day here. Cal, much more to play for. Stanford mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. Top 6 teams in the WCLL division advance to the playoffs. There are 7 teams in the division, and if you haven't figured it out already, Stanford, the odd team out in the playoffs. So they are eliminated. Stanford will be in their black jerseys, white shorts tonight. You'll see Cal in their golden jerseys, hence them the Golden Bears. We see Aaron Tiao on the ball right now, number 11. By far, Stanford's best player all year, Aaron Tiao, number 11. 26 goals, 16 assists. Currently on the ball now, number 37 there, Danny McFadden. When a shot early from Stanford, that was number 7, Jack McCowan. One of 3 goal scorers for Stanford in double digits so far this season with 11 goals. Aaron Tiao in that X position, loves a wraparound shot here. It's going to take a Herculean effort for Stanford, who have a depleted roster, have had a depleted roster all season long. Only 18 registered players on the roster, and that's a goal for Stanford early. And that is Danny McFadden with a rip and a nice goal there to make it 1-0 Stanford after about a minute and 13 seconds. Let's see this one more time. Tiao to Cowan. And McFadden with a nice half spin there, rips it off the right hand. You can see Giuliano frustrated with himself there. And early on, 1-0 to Stanford. As I mentioned, this is going to be the Sadtler-Miller Trophy game as Stanford wins another face-off here, getting downhill, lets it rip, and another goal early there. That time Finley Desai, number 16. And Stanford up early here. Let's see that one more time. Yeah, quickly spilled out. That was scooped up by the long stick midfielder of Stanford there. If you're unfamiliar with lacrosse, you can stack goals pretty easily if you control this face-off phase. It's a lot like rebounding in basketball. A lot of times if you're controlling that phase of the game, you are going to be winning that game. Not a guarantee, but just usually a nice trending statistic. So like I said, the playoff picture pretty much set for the WCLL as Stanford wins a third face-off in a row. Aaron Tiao now passing it back to Steele Billings, another standout player for this Cardinal team. Steele Billings with 17 goals, 9 assists. Tiao and Billings by far the statistical leaders of these Cardinal team, as we now see Bobby DeLuna, number 99, on the ball there. Currently guarded by Ian Rothbart there, trying to seal off the attacker there. Passes it to Steele Billings. We've covered this Stanford team a lot this season. Start out strong, well, as Billings with another shot there, deflects off of a Cal defender. And now it's a mad dash for the rubber lime there. Looks like the defender loses his stick. Looks like it broke. It flew off. Stanford with another opportunity here. McFadden on the ball, passes out to Billings. Passing it around with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Stanford's got to get a shot off soon. Tiao in front of goal, tries to get to McFadden, and that's going to spill out, and that's going to be a turnover for Stanford. Cal has their first opportunity here to get back into this game. Two-goal lead in Lacrosse means virtually nothing, especially with more or less 50 whole minutes, 50 minutes left in this matches. Great pass from Grant Giuliano there up to Isaac Kilimanjaro. Isaac's got 13 goals, 9 assists. At this point, Cal more or less just playing for home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. If you're unfamiliar, only the top 2 teams in each division get a bye to the semifinals in Los Gatos. The other 4 teams that fill out the top 6 have to have a playoff round, and the 3 and 4 seeds host the first round there. So we have Cal here trying to get their first goal of the game, and they get it. Liam Paccola, the senior on senior night, with his 8th goal of the season there. 2-1 Stanford. But Cal fighting back here after getting a couple of early goals scored on them. As I said, it is a tale of 2 different teams, or 2 different seasons for these teams. Stanford really struggling, but in rivalry games like this can make or break your season. As we'll now get to our third face-off of the game. Great scoop up there by Cal. Scooped up by Christian Guy. And right in front of goal, Cal diving in front of the cage. Jacob Steensma almost got it there, and now Stanford getting back on the counter attack. Seeing the sun start to creep in there as it starts to go down into the bay. Going to be difficult for those Stanford attackers there. That glare is brutal. A lot of condensation in the air as well. Not going to help in refracting that light. It is the magic hour right now, so going to be a little difficult for Stanford. As we see Bobby DeLuna back in the game there with McFadden at the top. DeLuna trying to find a gap of space. Dumps it off to Billings, though. Nice little deke there by Steele Billings. Maybe thinking about a shot. Dumps it off there. McFadden loses the ball at his feet. Tries to scoop up the GB. Scooped up by the Golden Bears, who are on the counterattack here. Hunter Escueda dumps it off there. Lost the ball there. Did Andrew Caslow, number 29. And scooped up by Stanford. And this is the most focused I've seen Stanford all year here on DNF_ADV Sports. Oh, watch out. That ball almost going directly for my forehead. I saw a hematoma in my future as Aaron Tiao receives the ball. Currently guarded by Joel Yamada, another senior here on senior night. Tried to go through the 5-hole, did Aaron Tiao. You could see the frustration there. He almost did like a snap, like, nuts, but with his stick. Alas, still Stanford ball, though, as the ball is once again dumped off to Aaron Tiao after about 5 minutes gone in this first quarter of this big game rivalry. Tiao trying to wrap up. Giuliano gets in front of the ball and scoops it up. Maybe thinking about an outlet there, which eventually does. Sends it up to B.J. Fisher, who tries to cross the plane, which he does. Capitalizes on the hockey shift from Stanford. And Cal back on the attack here. Apologies for the technical difficulties right now. It sounds like we have a stuck camera. There we go. Connor Testa in there. Oh, pardon me, that was Carter Kling, number 32. Kling at the top of the attacking phase there, trying to go to the right, dumps it off to the X position. Andrew Kaslow there trying to find a window of opportunity. Henry Perkins now, Jake Escobar on the ball. Oh, that ball is deflected, and watch out, fans. That is going to stay Cal ball for the time being. B.J. Fisher on the ball right now, hearing some frustrated Stanford fans. It is a rivalry that neither team wants to lose. As once again, we are going to see Connor Testa on the ball there, 32. Tries to pass it out there, met by a sea of Stanford sticks, and a great GB scoop up there by Ryan McJanet. Long State midfielder's going to shoot it, and he is going to score. And you can see what it means to the defender. Seldom do you see that great of a run from a defender. Let's see that one more time for Ryan McJanet. Great turnover there from Stanford. Scoops it up, gets on his horse, and that is not an easy shot if you are a defender with that long of a stick. A lot of times you can see players, even attackers, not able to snap the wrist and get over on the ball. Send it nice and long, but that time able to get the shot off for Stanford. That's going to be a false start for Cal, and another one face-off for Stanford, who have controlled that phase of the game early on in this rivalry here. Steele Billings now going down the right wing. Dumps it off to Aaron Tiao. Mentioned it earlier. Right now, pretty much Cal, their destiny not necessarily in their hands. Basically waiting on, opening for Stanford again. That hits the side netting. Saw the net ripple. And that is a big battle for the ball. Grant Giuliano eventually scoops it up now as Cal try to get it into their attacking zone. Ian Rothbart doing a good job at advancing the ball for the Golden Bears. But as I was saying, basically Cal hoping for Sonoma State to lose to Nevada on Sunday. Well, we see a flag on the play, so this will be a free play for Cal. Don't know what the malfeasance was on Stanford. Hearing maybe an offsides here from the crowd. Thank you, friends. Always appreciate the Berkeley support. Always so nice and helpful. Last week they gave us a lot of food. It was greatly appreciated. Some tasty meatballs. All right, we see there Joe Thomas, number 10. Now to Owen Pettis, I should say, number 88. Wrapping around is Cal. You can see have a concerted effort to play a lot of seniors here. We're not seeing a lot of the starters that we usually see for Cal. People like Nate Fredericks, who has 30 goals already for Cal this season. Finn McHugh, players like that. Could see maybe Coach Ned Webster resting some players for upcoming playoffs as Cal will shoot and Cal will score. Great goal there from Jacob Steensma. With the flag on the play, not going to mean anything at this point. Cal closing the gap again to 2. From 2 to 1. Nice shot there. Went over the left shoulder of the keeper for Stanford there. Sutton Yazzolino has about a 50% My goodness, right off of the stick there. Kevin, our cameraman today, showing me a great still photo with his telephoto. Looks like there was a nice little deflection there for Cal, so now it is 2-3. A little more than halfway through this first quarter of action. If you're unfamiliar, 4 quarters of 15 minutes of play. Could have said that a lot easier, but alas, as Cal wins another face-off here. Jonathan Lyda on the ball, 54. Now to Kilimanjaro, number 15. And now Henry Perkins on. Letting it rip again, a little too high. Looks like there was a deflection there. Jacob Steensma trying a shot once again there. Cal doing a good job, Stanford doing a good job to commit bodies in front of the cage. Make sure Cal doesn't get any easy shots here as Cal tries to get a wraparound going there. Jonathan Lyda in the X position, wrapping around, gets whacked by a sea of sticks. A nice bouncing shot, and Cal has equalized after about 9.5 minutes there. It's a nice shot there from Andrew Kaslow, if I'm not mistaken, number 29 with the shot. Yep. Great pass there from John Lyda. Andrew Kaslow with a bouncing shot there. Not much Yazzolino can do. That sunset probably going to be a factor as well for Yazzolino at this moment. The sun ever so slowly going down. Probably will be done by halftime as Cal wins another face-off here. Only for a moment. Thought James Dakin was going to get a scoop. Eventually scooped up there by Stanford after a bunch of oohs and ahs from the Cal faithful here. Almost spilled out, and Cal was almost the owner of their first lead of the game as Stanford peers into the attacking zone. Now a little bit of a hockey change. I think we're going to get our first timeout of the game, which we are. Looks like I'm going to see Coach Paul Jepson for Stanford talk to his Cardinal folks and talk it over. So, yeah, Jack Lowry here after about 10 minutes in the first quarter. 3-3, a heck of a match here in the big rivalry game. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Right, we are back live here at Maxwell Family Field, 3-3 after our first time out. The big rivalry game, Cal versus Stanford. Cal at this point more or less resting a lot of the starters, trying to clean it up here. The more I look at it, if I'm not mistaken, they do not own the tiebreaker against Sonoma State. They did lose that game 8-7 about a month ago. As we continue to see Stanford swarming around the cage there. An errant pass, though. Aaron Tiao not able to control it We will see a call from the ref. Looks like there was a push in the back or something, so this will stay on this side of the field. Tiao with the ball in his net right by the zebra. Now traveling to the X position. Tiao loves that wraparound play. Eventually tries to get it to Steele Billings there. Loses it in his stick. Tiao still lurking there. Cuts back, tries to center it there to McFadden. Giuliano with a nice stick save there, who gets caught out in no man's land. But with a nice outlet pass there to Ethan Pavlet. Shout out to the Pavlets. I know Ethan's grandma's watching, so shout out to the Pavlet family. Oh my goodness, and that Stanford defender tried to whack the Cal attacker there, broke his stick in the process. I think it's Steele Billings who completely snapped the net off of his stick. Can't see that on camera right now, but Cal on the attack here. We'll see Carter Kling. I always get Testa and Kling messed up. Oh, that's a nice shot there for Cal. Will stay on this side of the ball. Game has definitely slowed down in the last few minutes or so after a really hot start. Looked like Stanford was in it to win it, but have conceded a lot of goals in the past few minutes. Is Cal maybe thinking about a shot? That's going to be a hold for sure. And we'll see this play get blown dead here pretty much any moment as we see a bunch of players going for it. Nobody able to so far. Eventually Cal gets it. Andrew Kaslow gets a well-deserved cheer from this crowd. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the shot clock, though. Cal's got to get it off. This will stay on this side of the ball, though, with the holding call.
The penalty is on Stanford for a holding.
So we'll get the official call here in just one moment.
Penalty. Man up for California, 30 seconds.
All right, so it'll be a 30-second holding penalty for Cal. Cal has the opportunity to take their first lead of the game here. About 2.5 to go in the first quarter of action here at Maxwell Family Field. Losing the ball there is Isaac Kilimanjaro. Nate Fredericks, Finn McHugh, starters for Cal. First time playing today so far. Great dispossession there from Stanford. Not able to secure the ball. Jaro with the shot. Nice hustle there for Stanford. Able to win that ball back. Yazzolino with some hustle. Isaac Jaro was almost able to secure the first lead for Stanford. Ends up turning it over there as this penalty is all but killed, and Sutton Yazzolino there tap dancing on the tight wad. Eventually is able to outlet the ball. Scooped up by Aaron Tiao. Not before Grant Giuliano scoops it up there for Cal, and Cal's back on the attack. Jake Escobar scored a couple of goals last week as well against Santa Clara. See Luke Dumont in there now, and Finn McHugh. Henry Perkins, Owen Pettis. A lot of the more familiar faces for Cal Club lacrosse fans. Underhanded pass there, easily scooped up by Stanford. That is going to be a call. Here the official ruling. Looks like it was going to be offsides there. Stay on this side once again. We'll see Cal huddle up and talk this over. Seems like there's a lot of added camaraderie for Cal over the past week or so. Even in their preparation for today, a lot more synchronized, like the thigh pad clapping situation if you ever played high school football. A lot more togetherness, a lot more hooting and hollering during practice and stuff. Senior day, the morale is very high here for Cal, and that morale can dip with a loss to Stanford here. So Cal trying to get their first lead of the game. Luke Dumont passing it there, lets it rip just wide of the cage. Jake Escobar looking to get his 5th goal of the season. .48 seconds to go. That shot is left to the post there. Jaro again with the shot. Now Dumont will take it in for the Bears. Escobar now back to Jaro. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. First time we're seeing Nate Fredericks on the ball. Talisman for the Bears. 46 goal contributions for the Bears does Nate Fredericks have. That's basically, no, it's more than half of the goals for Cal, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, pardon me, I was looking at Stanford stats. 138 goals for Cal all season, I should say, as we see Luke Dumont pass it to Nate Fredericks, and Nate Fredericks gonna score once again, adding to his tally his 31st goal of the season. And maybe the biggest one so far, making it 4-3 California. See that one more time. Nate Fredericks in his zone on the right wing, was able to get that plant foot down. Nice snap on the stick, lets it rip. 4-3 Bears. Like I said, 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a brief break and then get right back to it. Stanford able to win this. McFadden eats a couple of hits there. That's a push in the back there. It's going to go Stanford's way. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Gets a little chippy there at the end. So big rivalry game in Berkeley, living up to the hype. Stanford coming out swinging. Came out to a comfortable little lead, but Cal storming back here. So after one quarter of action, University of California Golden Bears 4, Stanford Cardinal 3. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, so we are back here. You can see a few stats here for the Sadtler-Miller Trophy game here between Cal and Stanford. 4 goals for Cal, 3 for Stanford. Cal with a few more shots. Stanford controlling those face-offs early. We're able to stack 3 goals pretty early on in that first quarter as we now begin the second quarter of action. Nice spin there from Cal, James Dakin, the main man, facing off usually for Cal. Cal doing a good job of ball distribution. Pardon me. I was so flummoxed by it. I was at loss for words. Hockey shift now as Henry Perkins gets in for Cal there. Steensma on the ball still in that exposition, trying to maybe look for Finn McHugh, but is dispossessed by Stanford once again. Nice little deke move, eventually losing the ball. Who's going to scoop up this GB? Looks like, yep, that's going to be Cal there. Once again, Steensma on the ball And now to Isaac Kilimanjaro. Using that side. We've yet to see the usual triumvirate of the second unit for Cal. Owen Pettis, Henry Perkins, and Connor Testa. It was a lineup that we saw Coach Ned Webster start to use about halfway through the season. Really produced a lot of goals there as we see Henry Perkins trying to produce another there, but Sutton Yazzolino right there to make the net save. Ryan McJanet now on the ball. Ryan McJanet, one of the goal scorers today, all the way from the defensive zone. Went on quite a trip there. Nice scoop up there from Stanford, who look to equalize once again. Stanford struggled here in the last 5 or so minutes before, previously they were really doing well, and my goodness, Aaron Tiao showing one of those signature solo runs that he's had all season long. Aaron Tiao, the talisman of this Stanford team. Let's see that one more time. It's going to be Tiao's 28th goal of the season. Just walked right around the Cal defender there to make it 4-4. Oh, my goodness. Do I hear the Cal marching band in the background? I hope they're coming here. Pretty sure it's just a stressed-out music major practicing his paradiddles. I know one drum nerd's like, hey. Oh, wow. Quite a face-off there. Physical. Cal eventually, spoke too soon. I thought Cal was going to be able to scoop it up there as this ball not committing to any team so far. Cal eventually able to gain some semblance of possession here, as we'll see Caslow. Oh, and that's a great pass there to B.J. Fisher, number 11. Cal now on the ball. We'll see Connor Testa in there now. Testa's had a great second half of the season, like I mentioned, playing with Pettis and Perkins. I feel like those three have very much benefited Connor Testa with 14 goals this season. Oh, man. Almost a fifth goal for Cal. Finn McHugh scooping up, passing it. It's a great turn there from Cal, who not settling for a good shot, looking for a great shot as we now see Testa trying to make an incisive cut in. Thinks against it. Passes out there to Nate Fredericks, looking for a second. Nice pass. Oh, and almost a deflection off the Stanford stick there. Made this 5-4. Stanford trying to advance this into the attacking zone. That was David John, number 34. Trying to get onto the right wing, forced out by Cal. That will be a turnover on Stanford. B.J. Fisher on the ball now to Connor Testa. Oh, wow, so we do have the Cal band behind us. Let's go. You're going to hear them. This is a proper rivalry game now, folks. Finn McHugh, Nate Fredericks. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's go. Nice shot, nice goal. I don't know if that could have been more perfectly timed. Jake Escobar with his 5th goal of the season. And the Cal band letting him hear it. To make it 5-4 after about 4 minutes gone in the second quarter. Face off now. Cannon Kassane in there for Cal. We'll see once again Dakin in there for Cal. And now Jack Curran, number 12, on the ball to Nate Fredericks, who will wait for reinforcements here. Owen Pettis. I love having the band in the background, too, because I feel way less self-conscious about the dead air sometimes I provide. Cal lurking here, inspired by the marching band, maybe thinking about extending this lead. Up 5-4. Now Frederick's going to maybe think about a shot there. The band revitalizing this crowd justifiably. Nice wraparound from Cal, deflected off of Yazzolino. That will stay on this side of the ball for Berkeley. Finn McHugh. Go Bears, band geeks. Go Bears. Owen Pettis maybe thinking about a shot. Spun out a couple of times. Has yet to yield possession of the ball. Eventually does there to Bo Ravenel. There's a flag and a goal. I don't think the flag's going to count for the hold. And it is now 6-4 Cal-Stanford. See that one more time. Bo Ravenel with his third goal of the season there. Just down the right. Not much Yazzolino could do even while getting held. Ravenel able to score there. Man, now that the band's gone, I'm bummed. I wish they were here for every goal. All right, so that's going to be a timeout for Stanford. 5 minutes gone in the second quarter of action. We just heard the Cal band for the first time all season. As it has inspired, pardon me, the Cal Golden Bears to gain a 2-goal lead, their largest of the game so far. We'll be back in just a moment for the return to action. All right, we are back. Cal roaring back from down, I believe, 3-1 at one point. Now it's 6-4. 5 minutes gone in the second period of action. A pretty easy face-off win there for James Dakin. As clinical as it's going to get there, passing it back to Grant Giuliano, and Cal will happily build from the back here. A wayward pass, though, deflected off of a Stanford midfielder. Blown live, and now Henry Perkins on the ball here. Waiting for more Bears to get into the attacking zone there. Liam Picola's already got a goal today on senior day. Nate Fredericks now distributing it to Kilimanjaro, who's maybe going to take a shot, and he will score. That he does. You can hear it from the crowd. They said he's got an engine, that guy. Isaac Kilimanjaro with another goal on the season, extending Cal's lead to 3. See that one more time. Nate Fredericks going to tally up yet another assist for the man. Would be shocked to not see Fredericks get some all-conference selection. I'm not a soothsayer, but my goodness, nearly 50 goal contributions on the season is going to get you some merit, as Dakin's going to take it downhill, and he's going to score. And the Cal Bears in the second quarter starting to run away with it now. Control the face-off phase, control the game, and we have seen James Dakin rule the face-off phase with an iron fist. Great shot there from Dakin. Cross body across the cage, unassisted. So we'll see Dakin now with Cannon Kassane once again. And my goodness, Dakin making easy meat and drink of every face-off, it seems, able to snap that wrist so quickly. Using good footwork, and talk about good footwork there, Luke Dumont. Nice spin move there from the midfielder. Flag on the play, free play here for the Golden Bears. Definitely looking to put the hurt on their arch rivals, Stanford. Cal has pretty much controlled this rivalry for the Sadtler-Miller Trophy for the last 10 years. Stanford's last win in this matchup came in 2015 when Stanford won 8-6. This could get pretty ugly if the last couple of years have shown us anything. Last year, Cal winning that game 20-4. Year before that, 2023, 22-7. Cal has won. Most of these games have been blowouts over the past 10 years or so. Sans the COVID years when there was no playing. And Cal not playing around here as well. I thought maybe they were going to be resting a lot of starters at the beginning of this game as Jarl thought about a shot. Good distribution from the Bears. Quick passing. Quick flicks of the wrist. Finn McHugh, usually a freshman who's pretty active here, has yet to register a goal contribution yet today. Usually see him in the X position rather than on the left wing, I should say. Luke Dumont, number 5, on the ball. Nice screen there from Finn McHugh. Thought about a shot, maybe did Dumont, and there we see Finn McHugh in his natural habitat. Trying to wrap around. Nice save there from Yazzolino. Point blank save there from Finn McHugh, who is in pursuit of Yazzolino. Yazzolino almost runs into his own cage. Nice composed pass there to Jack Cowan, who was met by some golden jerseys there. Eventually spills out the rubber line and scooped up by the Kilimanjaro, who is shoved into the attacking zone. We'll take a nice little breather here as we'll see some more attackers for Cal. Commit forward, Nate Fredericks, the main man in gold. Passing it out to Jaro, lets it rip, and he scores again. Isaac Kilimanjaro, my goodness, having another game for himself today. And the Cal Bears extending their lead. Thought this was going to be quite a close back and forth matchup in these first opening 5 minutes of this game, but really you got to contribute this to the Cal Band. Once the Cal Band got here, quite a game changer for Cal. Why is the band such a big factor in the Cal-Stanford rivalry? It's an interesting thought. The band didn't come on the field this time, but they certainly contributed to the momentum shift here. All right, so we will see in the face-off circle Ryan McJanet in there, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Oscar Livingston for Cal. I don't think it is. I see a 0. Might be. Oh, there we go. Pardon me. It was James Dakin again. Trying to stack him up is Cal. Someone looking to scoop it up. Finn McHugh doing a good job of jarring that ball loose. Nate Fredericks is quick to scoop it up, and he's quick to score and add to Cal's lead. 10-4. Good brother. Heads up play there from the Bears. You could see right here Finn McHugh. Look at that. Big whack of the stick. Jostles the ball out of the Stanford defender's stick. Nate Fredericks clinical with that GB scoop and clinical with the shot. 10-4 Cal. Stanford winning this game at the beginning 3-1. So we'll see Dakin that time. We'll lose out to Cannon Kassane, if only for a moment. Ball spills out, eventually scooped up by Stanford for, oh, watch out, folks. And our stream almost went all the way down there as the battle was pretty close to the commentary booth here. Cal scoops up with a turnover. Nice spin move. Great core strength there from Jack Curran to stay on his feet. Was able to absorb the contact and advance the ball for these Bears, who for a moment at the beginning of this game looked like they might get swept up in the rivalry emotions. But it seems like they've taken a nice deep breath. Also helps that they put their starters in. Definitely seemed like there were a lot of senior day starts to start off. Thought maybe Ned Webster was taking his foot off the gas going into playoffs with not a lot. Like I said, pretty much Cal just jockeying for that number 4 seed with Nevada. Trying to get home field advantage next weekend in the first round of WCLL playoffs. All right, so Stanford settling in. Trying to get something going here. Had a hot start. The big problem that Stanford has had all season is they start off hot, but unfortunately they only have a roster of about 18 registered players. Steele Billings with a nice shot there, just left of the cage. But like I said, endurance and fatigue going to be a big factor for Stanford all season long. Can only absorb so many hits. Aaron Tiao can only score so many goals as well. By and large, Stanford's best player all season tries to score there in the last 3 seconds on the shot clock. Grant Giuliano doing a great job to get this ball out of his crease there. Ooh, eats the hit, my goodness. And as hearty as a sausage and pepper submarine. Let's go. There we go, Paisan. Andiamo, andiamo. And you can hear the woos there from the Cal fans. As we'll see Perkins, Pettis, and now Jaro in there. Surprised we haven't seen as much of the triumvirate. That seems like we've seen Pettis, Perkins, and Testa in there together so much this season. Ned Webster maybe doing a little tinkering before playoff time. Looking for a wraparound. Jaro's on a hat trick. Henry Perkins maybe looking for a left-handed shot there. Dumps it off to Jaro. You can feel him thinking about a shot. Nice little move there. Great deke from Jaro. Left-handed shot and a left-handed goal. Isaac Killiman, Jaro there with the hat trick, making it 11-4 with 3.5 to go in the first half of action. And Cal slowly but surely pulling away. You can see in the background the sun setting into the Pacific Ocean, as we might be seeing Stanford's chances slowly setting into the Pacific Ocean right before our eyes as well. Kassane in there with Dakin. Dakin does a good job to squirt that ball out of his 5-hole. That sounded weird. Jack Curran on the ball. Now dumping it off there to Jonathan Lyda, number 54, trying to get back to the X position here for Cal. Oh, there we go. And we see Connor Testa back in there with Jake Escobar. Escobar and Testa. Nice screen there from Escobar. Maybe a little two-man game, a little pick and roll perhaps. Escobar was showing. Testa methodically going down. Thought that might be a holding call. Nice save there from Yazzolino. Looks like he got his stick on that. Scooped up there eventually in the corner by Andrew Kaslow. Kaslow maybe thinking about a wraparound. Shot off of the chest protector of Yazzolino. No team able to scoop it up. But as I say that, Sutton Yazzolino, the keeper. Wow, an excellent basket save there from the Stanford defender. Nice hit, my goodness. What a hit there from B.J. Fisher, who maybe is going to think about a goal and an assist. Oh, my goodness. B.J. Fisher almost had himself a Gordie Howe hat trick right there. Cal staying on the ball. And that's what you love about these rivalry games. Always so physical. It's much more than just a lacrosse game, representing all the people who came to this school. Oh, and tested with a great shot. Crease it violation there. Looks like number 54 there. Jonathan Lida was in the Stanford crease. Will be a turnover. And Stanford will be back on the attack here with 1:46 left in the first half of action. During halftime, make sure to give us a like and subscribe here at DNF_ADV Sports. We'll be covering the WCLL playoffs in a couple weeks, as Luke Dumont getting an interception for Cal. And Dumont is on his horse, getting downhill, passing, nice pass. Great save from Yazzelino. Referee spills out. Great jukes there, jukes the keeper. And a nice goal from Andrew Kaslow. 6th goal of the season for Kaslow. And the Bears are starting to play with their food. My goodness. How many pump fakes there from Kaslow.
California goal by number 29, Andrew
The
Kaslow.
smiles getting bigger and bigger from the Cal fans here at Maxwell Family Field. Definitely no libations being drunk here right now. Appreciate everyone coming out and supporting. Surprised there's not as many Stanford players. With the turnout that Oregon had earlier, I thought surely Stanford would. My goodness, I can't even get my thought out. Cal stacking them again, Kaslow. Putting the hurt on. 1 minute to go. Cal up 9 early. Let's see this whole replay once again. Dakin dominating the face-off phase. Easy money to Kaslow. And that's about as easy of a goal as you're going to get. Great service there from Dakin to make it 13-4 Cal. And it certainly seems like in this first half that it has been business as usual here for University of California, Berkeley Golden Bears. Looks like Stanford's going to have to wait another year, perhaps. Who knows? Game is still young. You can stack goals pretty easily, but my goodness, when you allow Cal to get this downhill and this in front of goal, bad things are going to happen for you. Kaslow almost getting a hat trick in the last 90 seconds, but will elect to hold on to the ball. 55 seconds on the shot clock, 36 seconds in the game clock. So I'm assuming Cal will hold on to this for the rest of the half.
30 seconds left in the second.
Hear that, 30 seconds. Patient play here for Cal,
20.
who had a shaky start there, conceded a few goals early. Some of their lesser players starting once the starters came in, it seemed like Cal got a little bit more serious. 10 seconds to go here. I'm assuming Stanford's just going to let this go. Maybe they're going to yeet it forward. They will. Giuliano's going to scoop it up, and watch out, folks. All right, the Giuliano. Oh, God, that might hit a car. Oh, my God. Oh, well, you can't see it off camera. Almost dented a pickup truck windshield, and the Giuliano family almost had to write a check. Anyways, speaking of writing checks, University of California making it rain right now against their arch rival Stanford. After Stanford came out to a early start, Cal roaring back now with a 9-goal lead. Cal 13, Stanford 4. We'll be back with the second half of the big game. Don't go anywhere. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. Welcome back to Maxwell Family Field here. Jack Lowry calling this rivalry game, the big game, as it's so aptly called. Cal-Stanford. Cal currently in control, as you can see, up 13-4. Registered nearly 3 times the amount of shots here. Doubled up on him on faceoffs. Stanford really controlled the opening 5 minutes of this game, both in the faceoff phase. We're also leading, I believe it was 3-1. But once Cal put in the majority of their starters, I would say, this game became a lot different. And we're going to see a lot of those second unit players here for Cal. We're going to see Christian G in the face-off circle here for Cal. Christian with a win there. And now Cal will look to get their first double-digit lead of the game. 2 15-minute quarters remain in this game. See Luke Dumont in there, and a lot more of these attackers now on the field for Cal. We have Henry Perkins, number 66, currently on the ball now to the X position there. Andrew Caslow now to Luke Dumont. Caslow had a first-half hat trick. Luke Dumont playing a little patty cake here with his teammates. Kilimanjaro now on the ball. And the ball is now completed 1 full revolution around the field. Cal waiting for a great shot, not settling for a good one here. Looming around the cage here. Luke Dumont trying to lose his defender. Eventually dumps it off for the Killaman, who will try to sneak in behind the defenders. Cal has got to get a shot off here with 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Passing it around here. Loses the ball. That's going to be a turnover. Scooped up there by Stanford. Ryan McJanet. We saw him do this in the first half as well. Scoop the ball up in the defensive zone and then get downhill quickly. This time eventually dumping it off there to Finley Desai, one of the goal scorers for Cal. Flag on the play. Play blown dead. That is an offsides call on Cal. So we shall stay on this side of the field here. And so, 30-second penalty for Cal. See who takes the ever remorseful knee. It looks like that is number 54, Jonathan Lyda. John Lyda will have some time to reflect on what he's done while he takes a knee on the sideline. Stanford with 30-second advantage. Steele Billings getting whacked. Has to pass out here. Stanford maybe thinking about a wraparound from their man, Aaron Tiao. Steele Billings. Some great shape and discipline here from Cal. Not biting on really anything here. Steele Billings is going to let that rip. It's going to go off, I thought, the left side of the cage there. Definitely goes out. Will still be Stanford ball. Looks like Tiao's going to take it out there for the Cardinal. Nice move there from Tiao. Gets popped. My goodness, ran into 3 or 4 Cal defenders. Luke Dumont able to scoop up the ball. Nice little bit of footwork there, and Cal has an opportunity here. Great save there from Yazzolino. You could hear the groans from the Cal side of the crowd there. An excellent opportunity. Probably the best opportunity all half so far. As 2.5 minutes have elapsed here in the third quarter of action at Maxwell Family Field, right next to California Memorial Stadium. The home of one of the most iconic American sports moments ever. And one of the, if not the most important moment that ever happened in this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. There's a statue not too far from here, maybe about a block away on the other side of the stadium. And we'll see Cal settle in here. Doing some boa constricting here. starting out with a bigger circle and just taking a few steps in every time they pass it. Trying to suffocate this Stanford defense. Nice swim move there from Cal, but runs out of real estate. Does Jake Escobar, number 55. McFadden on the ball there for Stanford. Wayward pass. It's going to be a turnover, and Cal will retain possession. They're going to inbound this ball quickly here. Luke Dumont in that X position here. Now to Nate Fredericks, to Connor Testa. 2 goal scorers we've seldom seen play together. Be intriguing to see if they play more in the WCLL playoffs. As I said, WCLL playoffs, that bracket more or less sorted out as this game more and more seems like it's been getting sorted out. Jake Escobar with another goal here for Cal, making it a double-digit lead, 14-4 Cal Bears. See that one more time here. Jake Escobar gets the plant foot down, lets that rip, almost like a major league pitcher there. Gets the hips around. Good snap of the wrist. 14-4 Cal. Stanford have been struggling. If I'm not mistaken, Stanford has not scored since the first quarter. As both teams here struggle to scoop up this face-off. Stanford eventually does. Aaron Tiao jukes about 4 different dudes. As I've said many times, Aaron Tiao's talent on full display here for Stanford. An excellent, excellent player on the ball. Steady with it, does not lose a lot of possession. As we'll see Danny McFadden on the ball. Dumping it off now to Jack Cowan. If I'm not mistaken here, Cal can get home field advantage with a win here and a Nevada loss. Nevada playing Sonoma State on Sunday. That will be in Nevada. Cal beating Nevada in the home opener this year, as that is a turnover for Stanford. Squandering another possession, unfortunately, as we have 5 minutes elapsed here. Play is blown live, I should say. As Luke Dumont is right in front of our commentary booth. Nice deke there. Oh, wow, and catching Yazzolino out of goal. Cal Bears capitalizing once again. Luke Dumont with a goal. Let's see that one more time if we can. What exactly happened? Where was Yazzolino? Oh, my goodness, was obviously had some semblance of a miscommunication, was maybe talking to a coach or a defender, but just left his cage wide open. It's probably going to be the easiest goal Luke Dumont scores his entire Cal Bears career. Probably about a 20-yard shot or so. Definitely had to be composed, I should say. Definitely some opportunity to shank it, but nice scoop there from Cal. If only for the time being, who else but Aaron Tiao there for Stanford. And eventually the numbers game catches up there to Tiao and Stanford. Cal definitely seems like they've cauterized this team spirit over the past couple of weeks. Can see an emphasis on unity, even when they're stretching, when they're practicing before the game. Coaches emphasizing some stretching, so lots of hooting and hollering, lots of camaraderie amongst the ranks. Who knows if that's just for senior night or if, once again, Ned Webster wants this team to come together a little bit more before the WCLL playoffs in a couple weekends down at Los Gatos High School. Once again, we're going to see Cal swarming that X position, looking to make this lead 12. Owen Pettis is going to make it 12. Double Ocho there. The large man extending this Cal Bear lead. Let's see it again. all the way from the X position. Good eye there. You could see Andrew Kaslow, number 29. He raised his hand up before the ball was ever even shot. He knew that Owen Pettis had the runway. That's going to make it 16-4 Cal. Cal stringing together some big wins over the past few weeks. Boat racing Santa Clara last week. They scored 24 goals in that game last week, I should say. As we see Stanford now on a rare attack. Tiawan Billings out there. I mentioned it in the first half of action. Stanford obviously going to struggle with durability and stamina, as this roster for the Cardinal only have about 18 or so players on any given day. Pretty sure Cal has more than 18 players on their bench right now, as Grant Giuliano does a good job to cut out the passing lane. And we'll now see Cal continue on the attack there. We see Jake McCullough. And advancing it up to Isaac Kilimanjaro there on the right wing. Generating some momentum. Thought about the shot. Passes out. Perkins was in line for that shot, but not enough there. And once again, we'll see Cal on the attack. Stanford on the attack now. And Stanford with their first goal in what seems like forever. Bobby DeLuna, number 99, able to let that one rip. Making this lead go down to 11. Didn't want to say cut the lead. As we can see, a great outlet pass. Bobby DeLuna all alone there. The Cal defense falling asleep there. And back to the face-off phase we go. No more James Dakin in there for Cal for the time being, now with an 11-goal lead with about 22 minutes or so to play in this game. Nice moves there from Christian Guy. Cal looking to pile them on here. My goodness. Some healthy whacks there from the defender from Stanford, as we now see Henry Perkins on the ball. Now to Isaac Jaro. This game has lost a lot of the intensity we saw in that first quarter. We did see Stanford jump out to an early 2-goal lead. And it looks like Kaslow's going to add to his goal tally. 4th goal of the game for Andrew Kaslow. He had 5 goals all season leading in today. Might double up his goal tally on the last day. Let's see it one more time. Perkins on the ball. Passing it out there. Some good distribution from Cal. And that's a pretty easy wraparound goal, as we're going to see Christian Guy in there once again for the Cal Bears, taking on Cannon Cassane again. (17-5) here. Mentioned it earlier. Cal has scored 20 points, or goals, 20 goals, I should say, in the last 2 matchups. Last one was 20-4 last year in 2024. 2023, Cal winning 22-7. So certainly seems like Cal's going to be taking home, or the Sadtler-Miller Trophy isn't going anywhere, I should say. The commemorative trophy for this rivalry. Last time Stanford won this matchup was in 2015 with a score of 8-6. In almost all of the matchups since, Cal's won by at least double digits. Cal only winning 6-2 and 7-5 a couple of times over the last decade. Other than that, it has been all Golden Bears. As we'll see Stanford trying to get some moral victories. This is their last game of the season. As I mentioned, there are 7 teams in the Western Collegiate Lacrosse League. 6 of them will qualify for the playoffs. Stanford, the odd man out there, as Stanford tries to avoid the offsides there, which they do. But Cal with some great opportunities as Andrew Kaslow was in front of goal, loses the ball in front of the net. Ball spills out, and now it's a war for the rubber line. Scooped up there. Oh, my goodness, watch out, parents. My goodness, Ryan McJanet almost spilling into a bunch of Berkeley proud parents here for senior night. God forbid that the Pavlet family gets injured with their lovely, lovely dogs as well. Shout out to the Pavlet family wherever you're watching around the country. My goodness. And shout out to number 55, Jake Escobar, for another goal. Jesco there has played very well over the past few games. See that one more time. Connor Testa. Oh, pardon me. No, that's not even Connor Testa there. Jake Escobar with a nice goal. From the right wing, Yazzelino, not much he could do there. So 18-5. Cal continues to roll and to pile it on. Any other team, I think you'd maybe start to see Cal pull the nose up. I don't know how much more they could pull the nose up. Pretty much all starters are on the bench here for Cal at this point. Danny McFadden on the ball now for Stanford. Had a good start. Had a goal at the first period of action. Aaron Tiao calling for the ball off the left side of the camera. Stanford trying to get some moral victories here with about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter of action at Maxwell Family Field. That's going to be a goal for Stanford. 6th goal of the game. If I'm not mistaken, that was Steele Billings, number 9. For Stanford, my goodness. Steele Billings correct with that goal there. His 18th goal of the season. He's got 27 goal contributions overall. 18 goals, 9 assists there for Steele Billings. All Billings paid. Aaron Tiao, by and large, the best Cardinal player all season, but Steele Billings has a very strong argument for second best Cardinal of the year. As we're seeing a nice positive amount of play here for Stanford, Aaron Tiao with another goal to make it 18-7. So 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go in this third quarter of action. Stanford potentially still kicking. Surely not, right, folks? Surely not. Seeing crazier things happen. If we know one thing about the Stanford-Cal rivalry, it's that truly anything is possible. Alex Chow in there for Stanford, for Cal now, I should say. First time we've seen him today. And he gets shoved to the ground for his troubles before immediately running off. Ball scooped up now by Jack Curran, number 12. Something's going on here. Oh, it sounds like there's going to be a turnover there. Okay. Don't know exactly what the malfeasance was, but Stanford going to scoop the ball up and get back on the attack. Aaron Tiao trying to make this lead only 10. That is a nice save there from Jack Wilson, number 31 for Cal. Third string keeper on the depth chart officially. If I'm not mistaken, Henry Link is injured right now. We do wish Henry all the best of luck in his recovery, as that shot is just a little high of the cage. Shot there by number 16, Finley Desai. Will stay Stanford ball. Aaron Tiao there. Passing it out of the X position now to Steele Billings, who will try to get another goal for his troubles with just about 2.5 to go in the third quarter of action. One more period after this. It looks like Danny McFadden tried a shot there. An unorthodox shot. Still going to stay Stanford ball, though. McFadden Trying to get downhill here. Passes out there. Loses the ball. Does decide, though, the previous goal scorer. Scooped up there by the Bears. Into the attacking zone. Ball definitely still up for grabs, though. No one able to establish possession. Oh, we got to watch out here. Jeez, that is really close. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. And that is a shove right into our camera, folks. Kev, you okay? Uh-oh. And the players getting shoved into our camera there. Our fearless leader, Kevin, almost dying there. My goodness, he fell. Kev, you okay? Okay, cool. The camera lens didn't break. That's the most important thing here. Legs can break, lenses can't. And Cal on the attack after Stanford almost killed the heart and soul of DNF_ADV Sports. As we'll see Andrew Kaslow here on the ball. Cal looking to stack him, maybe looking to get to 20 again for the third consecutive year. This game is definitely slowed down in intensity. Great save by Gasolino. Still looked like that was maybe going to go left of the cage, but it's no better to be safe than sorry, as they say in that song, Take On Me. Ball jostled out there. Looks like it's eventually going to get scooped up by Stanford. It's kicked out of the back there, though, in the far right corner, and that is ruled Berkeley ball. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter of action. So, shot clock essentially dead right about now. 30 seconds to go. Either team can hold on to the ball for the remainder of the period if they can. My goodness, doesn't seem like they want to. Tiao trying to get the outlet pass. That's going to be a turnover there. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter of action. And we will see Jack Wilson, number 31. Take the ball here to Owen Pettis. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. That's going to do it for us here in the third quarter of action as Pettis sends it long and wide of the cage. So, Cal continues to stack them up. Seems like this fourth quarter potentially is just going to be a formality. But you never know, like I said, with this Cal-Stanford rivalry. So Jack Lowry here with DNF_ADV Sports. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action in just a moment. Folks, we are back for the final quarter of action here at Maxwell Family Field for this historic rivalry between Cal and Stanford, the battle for the Sadtler-Miller Trophy. Cal dominant pretty much from the get-go, Stanford had an explosive start to this game, but pretty much after the first 2 or 3 minutes, it's been all Berkeley Bears here. Definitely taking their foot off the gas in the last few minutes or so of the third quarter. Nice scoop up there from Christian Gee. Nice dump off, a little too high there for Andrew Kaslow. It's going to be a turnover, and it'll be Stanford ball. So as I said, last regular season game for both of these teams. Cal making it to the WCLL playoffs. Stanford eliminated. Pretty much all they had to play for today was bragging rights, which in this rivalry is worth its weight in gold. Steele Billings picking up the ball here. At this point for Stanford, that's going to be an over and back turnover for Stanford. At this point for Cal, they're looking to try and get home field advantage for the opening playoff matchup next weekend. In order for that to happen, if I'm not mistaken, they need to win this game and have Nevada lose against Sonoma State on Sunday. Nevada is 1-4 currently in division, as Cal is 2-3. Cal's gonna move up to 3-3 if they can hold on to the win today. As I mentioned before, the top two teams in the WCLL are going to get a bye and advance to Los Gatos without having to play into the tournament. That'll be Cal Poly at 9-2 and UC Santa Barbara at 8-5. Here at DNF_ADV Sports, we'll also be covering the D2 tournament as well. And that's a great goal there from Connor Testa. Cal Bears continue to dominate this game. Patient play and build up there. See that one more time here for the Golden Bears.
California goal by number 32,
Connor Testa with the assist from number 11, BJ Fisher. BJ Fisher had a nice string of games over the past month or so. Makes it 19-7. Cal looking to make it a third year in a row where they score 20 goals on Stanford. Face off now. Mentioned that we'll also be covering the D2 playoffs here on DNF_ADV Sports. UC Davis first place in the D2 WCLL. UC Santa Cruz will also be making a playoff appearance. Got to figure out and sort out Chico State, Cal Poly, Humboldt, Southern Oregon, amongst others, San Jose State. A lot of different teams. Got to figure out their seeding. Lots of games to be played, play-ins as well. But we will have that action in a couple of weekends. April 26th and 27th here on DNF_ADV Sports. Be down at Los Gatos High School. Next weekend we'll be down in Jacksonville, Florida for the SELC Playoff Championships, featuring teams like Florida, Florida State, Georgia. Down in D2, teams like Florida Atlantic and Kennesaw State, as we saw Cal almost intercept that ball. Stanford lurching into their attacking zone for the first time in what seems like forever. Eventually advancing the ball is Ryan McJanet, defender for Stanford, who had an early goal here. It was a big momentum boost for the Cardinal. But a quick turnover now as Berkeley will take over the ball. 3 minutes have elapsed here in the final quarter. This game definitely is, the intensity has dropped to that of a beach party. Not a lot of vigor, pep in the step, whatever you want to say, of these Cardinal defensemen. As we will see some new Berkeley faces. It's number 13 there, Hunter Escueda with the shot. Ethan Pavlet in the game. Shout out to Ethan Pavlet's family. Was talking to his mom earlier. Was talking about his grandma, who's definitely asleep back east before she could watch this game. But shout out to the Pavlet family. Shout out to the Pavlet family dogs. Very cute dogs as well. They were here today for Senior Day. Ball is jostled out by Aaron Tiao. For Stanford, trying to advance it now into the attacking zone. Sends it long there to Bobby DeLuna. See a little hockey shift. As I said as well, little unfair for Stanford in these situations. They start out very strong in most of their games, but it eventually just comes down to endurance and durability. As I'd mentioned before, Stanford has cumulatively about 18 players on their entire roster. As a flag is thrown, that'll be a shove in the back from Stanford. Play will eventually be blown dead. That's going to be an interference call. Maybe it looks like a hold. Let's see who's going to take the knee there. It looks like it's going to be Steele Billings, number 9, for Stanford.
30-second penalty.
Oh, no, pardon me. I believe it's going to be... No, it will be Steele Billings, pardon me. Got my 9 and my 99 mixed up. So Cal will stay on the ball. Ethan Pavlet there. Come on, Ethan, take a shot. Henry Perkins on the ball now. Cal distributing the ball well here. Pavlet on the ball. Nice pass there. Patient play here for Cal. A lot of second unit players out there as Perkins' shot goes left. Maybe looking to turn the head of Ned Webster ahead of playoffs. Getting some extra PT maybe. As once we'll see BJ Fisher in there, who has an assist today. You can see Pavlet looking to score maybe. Pavlet trying the spin, loses the ball through the net after the nice defense from Stanford. Little high there. BJ Fisher does scoop it up though, but is met by a couple of black pennies. Now to Kaslow, nice pass there to Henry Perkins. And that will make it 20-7 for the Cal Bears. The third year in a row where the Golden Bears hang 20 on their most hated rivals. See that replay right there. Nice dump off there to Henry Perkins to the left of the cage. Not much Yazzolino could do there. 9 minutes to go left in this game. Pretty much all but settled at this point. Cal putting the hurt on these Cardinal players. Alex Chow winning the faceoff for Cal. Ball bounces off of the stick of Kaslow, who scoops it up. Now to Pettis, who will wait for Testa to get in there. First time we've seen Perkins, Pettis, and Testa all together. Wayward pass eventually scooped up there by Ryan McJanet. And that ball's going to go out right there. Watch out. Pettis scoops it up right in front of us. And blown live once again. 8.5 to go in the final quarter of action here. Was a tantalizing first quarter, and really the momentum change. I brought it up earlier. Off camera, the Cal band came and played some fight songs here for the Bears. But they started playing right after Cal scored their first goal, and you could tell, woke up this crowd, woke up this team, and it has been all Cal Golden Bears ever since. Running away with this game with a 13-goal lead. Going into playoffs here. Berkeley could definitely have had a higher seeding. They had a couple of games that got away from them. Barely losing to Sonoma State earlier this year. Barely losing to first seed Cal Poly as well. If a couple of results went their way, the other way, I should say, definitely could be looking at a first-round bye in the WCLL playoffs, but alas, that was not the path that they were walking down upon here. As really this game has slowed down. The crowd has gotten quite quiet here. There's a great turnout here from the Berkeley support. Surprisingly, not a lot of Stanford fans in the crowd. Maybe we'll blame it on bridge traffic. Game started at 7 o'clock. It's quite a dubious drive from Palo Alto. But I think the last thing that the Cal organizers are worrying about are the Stanford fans' travel plans. As Stanford now barreling forward here. Nice little move with 6.5 or so to go. David John with a nice run. Seeing number 34, David John, with a couple of nice runs. He actually ends up hobbling off there. Maybe pulling a calf muscle or something like that. Aaron Tiao looking to add to his tally from the wraparound. Thinks against it before being shepherded outside by Tyler Crispin, number 14 there. So 6 minutes to go. Can't imagine there's going to be a lot of stoppages here. This game's going to end pretty quickly. Just a reminder as well, we'll be down in Jacksonville, Florida next weekend covering the SELC playoffs. Weekend after that, this league, the Western Collegiate Lacrosse League, will be covering those playoffs on the 26th and the 27th of April down in Los Gatos High School, I should say. Follow us at DNF_ADV Sports. If you want to check out that action and can't check it out in person, not too far of a drive. You can definitely take Caltrain as well down there. As we're seeing lots and lots of fresh faces here for the Berkeley Bears. Ty Wolbert, another senior on senior night, getting some action. Ethan Pavlo in there as well. And now Hunter Escueda there. Liam Picola, another senior on senior night. Featuring, maybe looking to get his his ninth goal this season. He already has a goal today. Passes out of it. Oh! Ethan almost had it. Pavlin almost got a shot on goal. That's just right of the cage. Yazzelino with a nice little deflection there. Heard a whistle. I thought surely we're not going to have a timeout. What is there to talk about? 4.5 to go. Looks like that is a penalty on Stanford. Cal will be a man up with 4.5 minutes to go at Maxwell Family Field. Once again, looks like Cal's going to retain the services of the Sadtler-Miller Trophy. Have had a stranglehold on that piece of silverware for the last decade. Stanford have not won this rivalry game since 2015. Cal has scored 20 goals in the last 3 meetups. You're going to see Steele Billings blasting down the right wing there for Stanford.
Stanford penalty release, all even.
Stanford penalty killed there. Stanford now going to commit more men forward. We'll see the star man Aaron Tiao there for his Cardinal. The Cardinal in black, I should say. Tiao through the X position here. High stepping. Maybe thought about it. Ate a little bit of a check. Dumps it off there to Bobby DeLuna. Maybe going to be a crease infraction, which it will be. A rare mental mistake there from Aaron Tiao. The rudder of these Stanford Cardinal. All right, so 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here. Game all but over. Cal going to win this game by at least 20-7, barring a couple of different goals here. Want to thank everybody from the College Club Lacrosse family as well. Everyone's been so kind all season long. One of the dads, Fritz, making us some nice charcuterie plates over this year, keeping us fed. Everyone's been so nice. Really just everybody in the WCLL. So many kind words from so many different parents. We appreciate everybody. If it's your nephew playing, if it's your grandson, we appreciate you watching it here on DNF_ADV Sports. As that shot goes wide of the cage, shout out and thank you once again to our great crew here at DNF_ADV Sports. Will, our producer, Nancy, camera person, Kevin, our leader, fearless leader extraordinaire, as that is a turnover for the Cal Bears with 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go here. As I mentioned, next weekend here, we'll be covering the SELC, the Southeastern Lacrosse Conference, both D1 and D2 playoffs. Teams featuring like Florida, Florida State. In D2, Florida Atlantic, Kennesaw State. Definitely check out MCLA and their website for more details on standings, as we see Steel Billings running into a lot of Golden Bears with about 90 seconds to go. Really appreciate that this fourth quarter has not had a single stop and play, as we have all seen that the writing is on the wall. Cal advancing the ball. Once again, that's going to be Jake Escobar looking for another goal. And another goal for Jake Escobar. I think that might be a crease violation. Yep, crease violation for Jesco there. You love the effort here with 90 seconds to go. It's all about goals for vibes at this point. Aaron Tiao maybe looking to add to his yearly tally. Not going to get it. Scooped up. And that's going to be a flag. One of our first signs of chippiness in this game. We've seen a couple of checks that have been a little on the mean side so far. A check that was camera side that nearly killed our camera people. Almost made our trip down to Jacksonville for the SELC playoffs canceled. Okay, so a Stanford timeout with 1 minute and 11 to go. We'll figure out what Coach Ned Webster is trying to communicate with his team. All right, so 1 minute, 11 seconds to go in this rivalry match. We'll be back soon. All right, folks, we are back now with the final minute and 11 seconds here of the regular season coverage of WCLL action here on DNF_ADV Sports. Stanford had a good start to this game, scoring 2 quick goals, but with the help of the Cal marching band, Cal has steamrolled these Cardinal. What is it with marching bands helping the Cal team win in this game? Who knows? 45 seconds to go on the clock. Your pardons for the technical difficulties there. So just for the final reminder, next weekend, DNF_ADV Sports will be covering the Southeastern Lacrosse Conference championships down in Jacksonville, Florida. Be covering both the D1 and D2 tournament as Cal has a nice outlet there. Ooh, nice save there from Caslow. Oh. And that's picked up by Stanford here. 10 seconds to go. So, yeah, next weekend, SELC playoffs. Friday and Saturday. Weekend after that, the 26th and the 27th, we will be in town for the WCLL playoffs, and you can see what it means to the Cal players. The Sadtler-Miller Trophy will stay in Berkeley for the 10th consecutive year. The California Golden Bears, with their third straight victory where they put up at least 20 goals on their most hated rivals, the Stanford Cardinal. So once again here, this is going to do it for us here at DNF_ADV Sports. Jack Lowry here. Really appreciate everybody who has been watching all season long. Next 2 weekends, we got some playoff action. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. Follow us at DNF_ADV on Instagram for more updates. Once again, Jack Lowry here. Signing off. Thank you to Will, Kevin, and Nancy. We'll see you next weekend in Florida. Take care.